January is National Blood Donor Month, and we are teetering on a blood shortage. Johnny Williams, Executive Director for the American Red Cross Southwest Georgia Chapter, Columbus, Albany. Why is that?
Well, this time of year, there are disruptions in our blood supply, and a lot of times it's because of inclement weather in different parts of the country, and it's also flu season. When people are sick, they can't donate, and then we've just come out of the holidays where people are less likely to donate too. So the blood was still going out during the holidays. It doesn't know it's a holiday when people need blood, but during that 2-week period, we have a down
intake in terms of donations.
Yeah.
Now, who's eligible?
Well, there's a lot of things that determine eligibility, but basically speaking, if you're in good health and you weigh 110 pounds and you're not sick in any way or on any type of medication that could maybe prevent you from donating, you're going to be able to donate.
And what about international travel?
International travel can do that. If you happen to travel during the holidays to an area where there's a malaria risk, for instance, you usually get deferred about 3 months before you can donate.
Well, you've got a cool thank you to blood donors. There's a sweepstakes for Super Bowl tickets between now and January 25th. What is it? Just show up and donate blood?
Everybody that donates blood or platelets from January 1 to January 25 goes into a drawing for this Super Bowl 60 package. And this is a great package. This is 2 tickets, 2 round-trip airfare to Santa Clara, California, where the game is. There's a $1,000 gift card involved for spending money, and there's a 3-day stay. It's February 6th through the 9th at a very nice hotel in town, and then there's actually access to the day of activities. There's a lot of things going on during the Super Bowl. Music going on over here, parties going on over here. You have access to all of it. If
there is a church, an organization, a school interested in hosting a blood donation drive, we've got our number here in Albany, which is 229-436-4845. And again, you cover Columbus and Albany. We're talking 24 counties: Baker, Calhoun, Chattahoochee, Clay, Crisp, Decatur, Daugherty, Early, Grady, Lee, Marion, Miller, Mitchell, Muskogee, Quitman, Randolph, Schley, Seminole, Stewart, Sumter, Terrell, Turner, Webster, and Worth. If you are in those communities, if you're interested in donating blood, you can, of course, in Southwest Georgia, 436-4845. You travel between, Columbus and Albany?
Columbus and Albany a lot, I do.
And just another topic that's been making headlines recently, the number of fires. Now, it may seem like there are a lot of fires, but you say it's the time of year.
Yeah, home fires definitely increase during the winter months, and it's usually because there's so many people indoors now rather than outdoors, using space heaters, that can malfunction, cooking more often for the holidays, which things can happen because of ovens have been left on or, a stovetop. Lots of different things can happen during the winter to cause that increase. So yeah, we have been, our DAT responders, we call them DAT, Disaster Action Team, they make themselves on call. And when a fire station has a fire to respond to, they call the Red Cross, and the Red Cross dispatches one of our DAT team members to show up at that blood fire and help those families during their, one of their worst times in their lives.
And some of these fires have been deadly this season. So you're saying that's an automatic from the fire department?
We urge them. We can't make them pick up the call, pick up the phone, but we urge them always to pick up the phone when there's something going on about a fire and call the Red Cross so that Red Cross can dispatch one of our DAT responders out there, and we determine whether or not they're eligible for, financial assistance or all the different types of assistance.
Lodging, if necessary.
Yeah, different things that we offer them.
Okay.
So.